Hello. Today I wanna talk about the new device which is called LoRa E5 Mini or from Seed. This device is very convenient because it has an ST chipset inside where you don't need to program, you don't need to code anything. You can start connecting with the Things network without any coding at the beginning. And I'll show you how. It's very easy. What you need to do is you need to first of all connect everything on your, connect the antenna. Then there is this USB-C cable which you connect to the device. It's a little bit short, I would say, but it's okay, you can work on it. And then what you do, in my case, you connect it on the USB port of the, in my case it's a Macintosh, but you can connect it to a PC. Once you do that, you need to have an application that can connect to the serial port. I used an application which is called WCH serial port. It's for free, it's in Mac, but you can use anything you like. The application is basically it's just an RS-232 connection. You have to select the port and then you have to put the baud rate, which is 9600. The port is typically already configured, and you connect to the device. Once you're connected, you have to press AT and send the command. If the information is AT OK, it means that the device is answering you immediately. After doing that, first of all, do it again just to be sure that everything's connected. First of all, what you need to do is to change in some of these devices, some of these applications do have an issue with the quotes. So let's say that the first command you want to do to the LoRa device is to change the mode. You send that and you see an error. If this happens, it's because the quotes have been changed by the serial port application. What I do is I just remove the smart quotes substitution, and then you just type in again the quotes and it works. This command programs the device so that you can put inside your keys, and you can put all the information that you need to connect to the Things network. Then I select the channel number, which is AT+CH equal number 0. So this channel number is number 0 for me to transmit. Then I check what are the ID devices that are on my device. So you can see there is the device address, the device EUI, and the application UI. I connect to the Things network. I go to my console. I already have login, and I already have a gateway for this. So you have to have a gateway connected to the Things network. So I add an application. So I call it Carlo 3. It's a test application. After that, the application is done. You need to add a device to this application. So you select, first of all, you select the device to be configured manually. Then you select the 102 specification, and then the revision B. Again, you need to open, you see the standard advanced activation. You put ABP, which is the command we did before. And then you have to put a number here that joins the EUI. Here you can put any number. I put all zeros with a 6 at the end, and I confirm. You don't need to put the device EUI because that's not mandatory. You have to generate a device address. After you generate it, you have to give the same device address to the device. So you connect, you check that it's still working, okay, and then you type in the AT+ID equals dev address, comma, quotes, and the number that you copy and paste to the device, and close the commas. Send that, and if you can see that the device has accepted the command and has put in the new device address. Then important, you have to put two keys inside the device, which are the ones that will allow you to communicate with the Things network. The first is the application key, and that can be inserted by putting AT+KEY equal AppSecret_key, comma, and then quote, number, done, and then you need to put the network secret key, which is generated by the Things network. So same command, AT+KEY, this time you put NWKSKEY, comma, quote, number, and you close the quote and you send it. Perfect. After that, you need to also put the join EUI in. That you need to do the following. This is a change on the ID. So you put ID equal DevEui equal, and you put the number. In this case I put it manually because it's basically 7 times 00, and then there's a 06 at the end, and you send it, and that's communicated. Now you check again what is the configuration. You see that still the AppEui is a different number than the device. The two have to be the same. So what I do is I change also the AppEui. So it's easy. You do AT+ID equal AppEui, comma, quote, 7 times 0 and 06. Send. That should be okay. So once that is done, you need to check that everything is okay. So everything is okay. Now we need to set up some other parameters that are, first of all, you need to register the device on the Things network. I forgot to put a name. You call it whatever. It all has to be in small letters. Register. Now the device is configured on the Things network. You put live data. Nothing is coming at the moment because we're not sending anything. But you can start trying to send something. First of all, we need to put the mode. Again, we already did that, but let's do it again. It's the ABP, which is what we have configured as the device to be. And then we set up some other parameters, which is the DR. The DR, in my case, is 7. You can play with these DRs, which is the transmission kilobit per second. And then what I do, again, is for my configuration, is the channel 0. All these configurations, you can play with them if it doesn't work. In case you have problems on making it work, you just have to play with channel 0, which is the first frequency of my 868 megahertz. Now we can send a message. So AT+MSG equal quotes, hi JFF. You send it, and poof, you see that the command goes directly to the Things network. So what happens is that the device has talked to my gateway. The gateway has spoken with the Things network, and I got it here. But those are only bytes. So what you can also do is to create a payload formatter, so you can format the payload. If you go on custom JavaScript formatter for the uplink commands, you can paste a simple code that decrypts the X commands that are arriving to the port, and that makes you readable what you're sending. So I did that, I saved changes, I go back to the live data, and then I try to send something else. This time I try to send hi JFF again, and then you see text hi JFF. If you change the text and you put how are you, for example, you send it, and then you see that the message how are you is coming, and then you can play with whatever you need. This is a very cool way to start testing your device without having one piece of code. This is just sending commands to the device. So it's really cool. You don't need to program it. It just arrives. The beauty of this seed LoRa E5 mini, it's really that you don't need any code. So it's again, you can also, one thing important, in case it doesn't work or have problems, just be sure that you also have the European setup, the European standard setup. Here I made a mistake, just how I showed you on the email, on the video. You have to put the European. So if you play with the DR and with the CH commands of the AT, you will see that this is very easy to make it work. So I hope you enjoyed the video, because and you enjoyed the way to make it work, and see you for the next video.